Alright, it's recording now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What?
Here, I'll do it for you. Look at me. This is Sam and Ryan Law. 2023 State pre-send-off run-through performance. We're going to have a great night tonight. This is going to be amazing rack POV. I hope you guys enjoy this treat. Rarely seen before. We got this, guys. Ryan, do you need the rollers right there?
Yeah. No, put them there. Let's make it easier. It makes it easier for both of us. I just realized if it's over there, it's easier. Huh?
That's awesome. Hey, thank you so much to all these amazing, wonderful people for coming out on a Sunday afternoon to hang out and support these fantastic marching band students. Even before we start, can we give them a huge round of applause for coming in? I'm going to try not to talk a whole lot, but there are several people that I need to make sure that I thank before we get started. We are very fortunate here in Tomball ISD that we have an amazing support system for the Roaring Blue Band. None of this would be possible without our awesome administrators. That starts over at Central Office at the very top with Dr. Z and Dr. G, who is over all the fine arts. Our amazing Director of Fine Arts, Ms. Tomlinson, and her administrative assistant, Ms. Gonsalves. Can we thank our Central Office folks for everything they do for us? They're fantastic. And I don't know that she's out here because I know she's probably in her office working somewhere because she works like crazy hours. She works like theater directors. But Miss Alicia Engelkey, who is in charge of the event center in the stadium and came up here on a Sunday to open up for us and takes care of all this. Can we thank Miss Engelkey for taking care of us on this great stadium? And then of course that support extends. There we go, sorry. Our home campus at Tomball Memorial, and it starts at the very top with our dear friend Dr. Bailey, and then Mr. Crocker, who's the AP over the band department, and then Coach Parker as well, who's really cool at the patriotic show with the whole football team hung out. And I know when I see Dr. Bailey, there's a handful of other people. Can we thank the Tomball Memorial staff for everything they do for these kids? And then a huge shout out, because I see a handful of red shirts up there and whatnot, our friends at Tomball High School, the Tomball Cougar Pride. This has been a great partnership between the two bands, so thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us this afternoon. Very fortunate that we have amazing junior high and intermediate school directors, and none of this would be possible without them. Jim Shaw, Deborah Vandergriff, Michaela Martinez, Meredith Stahl, Austin De La Rua, Don Melton, and Todd Hurd. Let's thank the Blue Team staff for everything that they do. I'm getting there. I told you it's a lot of people. We have a lot of wonderful people to thank. And then our marching band staff. And yeah, we can call them techs or, but they do so much more. That they're an integral part of everything that we do on a daily basis. And most of these people are here today. Wes Hagelin, Aaron Williams, Zion Adams, Krista Green, Esteban Ramos, Blake Bishop, Hannah Kirby, Holly Hendrickson, Caitlin Terrace, Cody Mussett, Austin De La Rua, and Jamie McDonald. Let's thank them for everything that they do for us. We have an amazing staff. These guys are fantastic. And we are super fortunate that our show, I keep cutting out. Our show coordinator, the guy that came up with all of this crazy Price is Right stuff, drove down all the way from Cincinnati and has been hanging out with us for a couple weeks. But Mr. Greg Dalton is floating around here somewhere. This is all his brainchild. Let's thank Mr. Dalton for everything he's done. With us traveling to San Antonio during the school week, it gets a little tough to find enough drivers, whatnot, because all the other kids have to go to school. So it was kind of difficult. We had some drivers that stepped up for us and are helping us out a whole lot. Mr. Phil Boone always drives the semi for us, and then we have some Tomball ISD teachers who are helping us out. Jay Bragsfield, Don Melton, Todd Hearn, and from the Tomball High School staff, Patrick Lemanchek. Can we thank these drivers for taking some days to hang out with us? And then super important, the 4 amazing human beings that I get to work with on a daily basis. And I think a lot of you know this. I was actually gone the past couple of days. I got in late this morning from a judging gig, and the only reason that I can do things like that is because of the amazing staff that we have here at Tom Memorial. Dustin Brown, Roger Marcus, Chris King, and Brittany Shepard. Can we thank those 4 amazing, wonderful people for everything they do? Parents and friends, thank you so much for everything. There are a couple of quick housekeeping things that we need to go over. There was an email that I sent out. I don't know if my emails turn into like Shakespearean length, and I get that. But buried down there somewhere was we could use probably 20, 30, I don't know, a bazillion parents on, tomorrow afternoon after we finish our performance at 3:15 to come down out of the stands, not down on the field because they won't let you, but out into Lot A and help us load some gear. The state marching contest, the schedule is a little insane, and we're supposed to be out of the lot an hour after we start performing. We'll see what happens. But if some parents can come down, that's in addition to the pit crew, come down and find Mr. King, Mr. Brown, Miss Brittany, they'll be down there hanging out. When we finish today, we are going to ask that everybody very quickly clears out of the stadium. We've got to get everything loaded. We're also going to ask that everybody clear out of our loading area, both the tunnel, the loading dock area where the trucks are. If you need to give things to your child or kind of see them off or whatever, we ask that you do that like way out in where the cars are. If you need to do medication stuff, you can find Mr. Brown. He'll be out there somewhere. And also, friends and family that are going to San Antonio, just a quick reminder that you cannot meet us at the hotel or at MacArthur High School when we rehearse tomorrow. Just want to make sure that we're following all of their stuff. All right, I think that's everything. I've rambled on enough. So again, thank you so much for everything that you've done. I'm super proud of what all these guys have done. They've worked really, really hard for several months, and we're going to give you a great show, and hopefully we'll give another great show tomorrow afternoon at 3:15. So one more time, actually we're going to do it next week too, but okay, yeah, clap for the kids, absolutely, sorry. They don't just make me stop talking. So again, thank you for coming out, and here's our performance of our 2023 show. Come on down.
Dome in San Antonio, Texas, it's Guest at Pride! The rules of the game are simple. It's time to see who can get closest to the actual retail price for the with a bid of $1.